Hello everyone and welcome back to Packs and Recreation. And today, you see the EV, you saw the title, you know what is coming. Today we're opening the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection, which shines a lot like a diamond. So ironically, the shiny Eevee kind of matches this look for Eevee, but you know, I digress. To try to remove some of the shininess, let's open this here for a second, because too much plastic can blind you and also kill turtles. So, you know, dispose properly of your plastics, because plastic is a lot harder to recycle than paper and cardboard. So it's funny how I say these things that I'm not like a very environmentally green person, but it is what it is, you know. So what do we have here? Let's see the corner. Look at this beautiful box, man. This box is beautiful. It's almost worth the price. To be fair, I bought it for what it's worth, what it was supposed to be worth. That's why it took me so long to get it. But what do we get here in the Super Premium Collection? Well, we get one full art foil promo card featuring Eevee EX, a fuzzy Eevee deck box, a playmat featuring Eevee and its evolutions, which is likely the best thing here because, as you can see from this, all the best playmats for Pokemon come from premium collections and whatnot, because the playmats from Ultra Pro are just gross. They are just like a bunch of PNGs stuck together without like any artistic direction, which is weird. Just use the art from the cards. I don't know why it's so difficult. I guess it's because of Nintendo, but it is what it is. 65 card sleeves featuring Eevee and its evolutions, which is also great. 15 Pokemon TCG Scarlet&Violet Prismatic Evolution Booster Pack, so, you know, and a code card for you. So, not bad at all. Let's see what's on store with this very shiny and very expensive box. So, for once, it opens nicely, and you see it's basically a treasure trove of Eevee goodness, to the point that I am kind of regretting opening it already. Not because of reselling value or anything, because I don't resell my stuff most of the time, but it's because it looks just so tidy and pretty. You know what I mean? It's just like it's gonna really bother me just disassembling this, but it is what it is. To be fair, at least this is not as well organized as other boxes. Some other boxes had like a plastic compartment and whatnot, and this is just cardboard. So the moment I start removing this, like the box is just going to be a big empty box. So, you know, I guess that's bad. I don't know. See, like they have this thing here, which is nice, but the moment you start removing things from here, it starts losing its appeal. Some other premium boxes in the past that we opened, look at the playlist or the channel, like search them, had like you can reuse the box with the plastic inserts to hold the cards. Here is just like cardboard, which is funny because everyone was losing their shit over the Prismatic Evolutions, and here we are. So you have this support for the card. Here's the code for you, by the way. And this is like you can use it as a display for your card, I guess, you know, like a cardboard display. The card that is here, that looks very nice, is the Eevee EX, which looks beautiful. Looks gorgeous. Rainbow DNA. Poor Eevee. I feel, to some degree, I feel like it's good that we're giving some love to Eevee. Default Eevee, because most of the time people just think about Eevee because it can evolve into other things. Now, let's move this for a second because I want to see the playmat, and I want one playmat to replace the other. So let's see. We have this beautiful thing here. And look at this gorgeous thing. To be fair, it is kind of a little bit a bunch of PNGs stuck together. So this could be a Ultra Pro playmat. But in Pokemon's company defense, yes, it's a bunch of Eevees, but they are more or less, you know, if you know, you know. Just go look for Ultra Pro playmats, and it will be just like one Vaporeon here and one Flareon here, like in very generic default poses with a generic background. At least this one looks like a composition. But to be fair, yeah, it looks like a bunch of PNGs stuck together. So I guess you complain, you get what you get. So going back, but the playmat is great, and I love it. And I have mixed feelings. I am divided between this type of playmat that is not a card, or this playmat that is basically a card. So I don't know. Let me know down below what you prefer. I guess it really depends on the art, but it is what it is. Now going back to the box, we get, so this is the plastic thing that was holding the playmat together. You get a cardboard box with all the boosterinos that we're going to open in a second. They are too heavy for this, apparently. So I'm going to put them here and just, I guess normal people throw these away, but I am not normal. So the sleeves, which are the same as the playmat, they look very nice and very beautiful. Somehow, because of the positions of the faces and how they are positioned, it kind of works as if it was a real composition. So you get 65 sleeves, very nice, and more cardboard to hold these, and you get a deck box. Now, as you can see, this is and then you get the box. It's not ultra flimsy, but it's also not like super delicate, and it's very nice, and you can fit cards, but however, it's that type of thing. Even if you put cards in a normal, you can't really fit double the cards, you know what I mean? For example, see? So not that good to hold cards. I guess you can hold them like this, but so I guess this is your way, but you can hold two of these. So I guess if you want to just use this to store cards, which is is what I will do, because this box is very nice. Although it does feel like they are chipping, they are getting cheaper and cheaper with the composition. Like I am in favor of the environment. So like not just using plastic because of plastic, but a lot of Pokemon products a lot cheaper than this have a lot of plastic. And this one that could have like some plastic enclosure or like a magnet or something to make this like a more it does feel like it has some resistance, but I think it's just physics. This box that is actually beautiful and you can use it for a lot of things feels like it could get some love, like a magnet, or it does feel like it may have a magnet, but it doesn't. So it's just heavy. Like, I guess you can just fit your cards like this, right? And just, I guess you can fit 1, 2, let's use magic cards because why not? 3, 4 rows of cards like this. So if you put them like this, you know what I mean? So not bad if you want to use it for holding cards. If you want to use it for holding stuff, like playmats, I guess that works too. If you want to use it to put this stuff back in the box, it's not going to look pretty because, well, a lot of what is holding this is just flimsy cardboard, so it is what it is. But I digress. The box is beautiful nonetheless, with all the evolutions and all that. This thing is gorgeous. So box there. Now the deck box. The deck box is fluffy. This is not the only product that includes this box. Ironically, there is a product that is just for this deck box that we are likely going to open in the future because I got both because I hate myself. And as you can see, fluffy, there goes the deck. It's for a 65 card deck, right? So a Pokemon TCG deck. You are not going to hold a full, let's see, this is 65 sleeves, but not the cards. With the cards, it's going to be like more or less this. This doesn't hold a commander deck, boys. So if you're looking at this as a Magic player thinking, oh, maybe I can, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Trust me. And if it does, it wouldn't be like double sleeve and not sleeve either. So it doesn't say in the box for how many cards. It just says a fuzzy EV deck box. So whatever fits in there, you know what I mean? Not too crazy. The Pokemon Company International, it does feel like this is made in Vietnam, but it feels like one of those corporations with Ultra Pro. But whatever. So it looks nice. It looks fluffy. It's cutie. It's cute. It is what it is. Right now, obviously, since it's a plush of sorts, it's very flimsy, right? You can feel it. When you do this, you can feel that on the inside there is cardboard. So it's not the best, most resistant box in the world, but I don't think they are never selling it like that. So it's just a cute deck box. It is what it is. I feel like, even as an exposition piece, as a kind of a figure, it looks nice. It's just like a chunky Eevee. Now, there is some imperfections here and there because, well, it's made out of it's a plush, so you will always have like a dot here or there because of the manufacturing process. That is not going to be perfect, right? Like see here at the bottom, right? Not perfect, but it is what it is. We're, this is all cheap stuff. They just charge us more for it. But my only point of concern, besides the fact that, it's not very strong, but if you put the cards against somewhat of a body, is actually the opening. Because if you always pull like this or like this, I feel like it's going to give in at some point, right? Because look at that. So I will recommend that you always open it like this with your finger here, because otherwise you're gonna ruin it very fast. It looks like it's gonna suffer a lot, right? So that will be my tip. Follow me for more tips on fuzzy deck boxes. So there is that. Now let's go on to the packs. La pièce de la résistance, because well, the box is great. The sleeves are beautiful. The playmat is amazing. This card is very nice, I guess. And the deck box is fluffy and cute. But you're here for the cards. So let's see what pulls are in store for us in this evolution of a trip. So this is the set that got people crazy, because Pokemon Company discovered that they can do two types of sets. They can do the normal sets that people more or less go crazy over, and they can do the nostalgic sets that make people really go crazy over, or the special sets. Those sets don't have Elite Trainer boxes, which is the product that most people buy normally when they just want to get some boosters and whatnot. Oh, nice. Reverse foil. Or foil, actually. Foil Carmine. Reverse foil Body Puffin. And a foil Espion, which looks very nice. And a foil Energy, too. So we'll start there. Even the Energy is shining. Code for you to use. So this is like the 151 set, right? It was a special set. They didn't have any Elite Trainer boxes or anything. Just had like very specific. It didn't have like. Well, actually, it had like a premium collection like this, and you had like a nice Eevee, and you had like how do you call it? You didn't have like play booster. You didn't have like booster boxes. You had like booster packs of 6 and stuff like that, which really makes it more difficult and more expensive to get your hands onto this stuff. And then you have like rarity cards. And in the case of the 151, it was a nostalgic trip. And in the case of the evolutions, everyone loves the evolutions. So some of the evolutions got more expensive than others. That's the case of Umbreon, because now you have the Terralized evolution. So Umbreon got very expensive very fast. Besides that, the rest of the set, people are not going too crazy over it, but the only thing you need is the Terralized evolutions. That's what everyone is going about, or was going about, because now we moved on to other things. Now they are doing the partner sets. Partner Adventures Together, or whatever it's called, which sadly it's one of those that they didn't use all the Pokemon trainers, because I remember we talked about that in this channel like some years ago, saying like, what will be like a banger set? They just do like Pokemons and their trainers. That will be the shit. And now they're doing it, and it is the shit. It's very cool, but sadly, scalpers and all that, so it's difficult for us normal people to get our hands on that. And for better or worse, they didn't use all the trainers. So they didn't use red and, well, the trainers from the game. So red, blue, yellow. Yellow is from the manga, actually, but green. They use Ethan, which is basically gold, the trainer from Pokemon Gold and Gold and Silver. And it's like Ethan and Ho-Oh, because it's like, well, he has a Ho-Oh, so it is what it is. And I like that a lot. And like Giovanni with Mewtwo, which is crazy. I love it how the canon is all over the place, because in the games, it's implied that Mewtwo was with the Team Rocket, but you never see it. Oh, we have a crazy pull there. Let's see. Reverse, like a Pokeball foil Sneasel, which is not bad at all, I have to say. A reverse foil Dunsparce and something. Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX. See, this is when Pokemon became Digimon. This card is kind of difficult to follow. If you don't know like what an Ogerpon and with which mask are we talking about and whatnot. And you just see this part of the Pokemon plus it's an EX, so it's in your face. You don't understand. Like I know the Pokemon that we're talking about, and even I had a hard time looking at and trying to understand what the hell I'm looking at. So, but hey, cool pull nonetheless. And a foil energy card too. So I don't know. I always get excited when I get foil energy cards. Call me basic energy, but you know, I'm a simple person. Give me shiny things, and I get excited. Boniari, Pinsir, Larvitar, Black Belt's Training, Great Tusk, Carmine, Professor Stardust Vitality, Cottony, Reverse Foil, Black Belt's Training, Reverse Foil, and a Okidogi in foil. Basic Energy and a code for you. Even the boosters have somewhat of a charm to it. You have like different evolutions on the booster wraps. So you know this is one of those sets. They know what they're doing. There are sets and sets, and you know it's one of those. I remember the specific words I used in that video was something like, if at any moment the Pokemon company and the Pokemon trading card game need money, the only thing they need to do is just reprint the old Pokemon. Not even reprint the same cards, just print the old Pokemon like they did with the 151. And if you want to do it with the trainers like Red or even bring Ash, why not? People will go crazy over that. And if you do it now in the era of the POKÉBRO'S investors, yeah, that shit is gonna fly off the shelves because people are gonna run after it like it's toilet paper in the pandemic. So, Professor's Research, Dusclops, Suicune, nice. Bronzong, sorry. Ogre's Mask, so see the masks there. Scoop Up Cyclone, a spec up card, or a spec card. Not bad. Friends in Paldea, and this is the Pokeball foil. This is another thing that they introduced that is like, oh, you sneaky Pokemon company. A Sylveon, a foil Sylveon, nice. And a basic energy, but foil, haha. And a code for you. See, that's the thing. I remember the first time I opened some Prismatic Evolutions, I couldn't get my hands into a lot of it. So I got like a couple. I don't like paying markups for stuff, so I was like, I'm good. Then I got these for the price that it was supposed to be, and I'm like, okay, give it to me. And I think this is the most Prismatic Evolution boosters I ever opened, but I remember I was getting excited over just opening the normal evolutions, like this Sylveon right here. Not going like, oh, I want the special ones. Like, nah, because that's gambling. If you pull it, cool, but if not, I just want to have like one of each normal evolutions, and that's it. Drippy and reverse foil, and ooh, nice. Amaris, or Amari, which is a very nice card. I gotta be honest, I don't go crazy over these trainer cards. Because, well, unless it's a character that I know a lot about, it's like, And for better or worse, and this is my fault, it's not the game's fault, I am not that super familiar with the newer trainers, but great pull nonetheless. Basic energy, code for you. We are halfway there. Dunsparce, Houndour, Applin, Goldeen, Earthen Vessel, Deepling, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, a card backwards, which is a thing that can happen, a Bronzor, I guess he was floating and the magnetic pole shifted, a Applin, and a foil Arcaludon, not bad. Basic energy and a code for you. Next in line, Hoot, Amarys, but the normal card, which is something that I like a lot about Pokemon TCG, is that yes, you can have all the collectors and the Pokemon trading cards, stock bros, and all that. But the normal versions of cards are very common to pull, and you can just play if you want. So it's kind of balanced in that regard. Hawlucha in reverse foil, okay. Professor's Research in reverse foil, in this case is Professor Oak, and Fezandipity in foil. Not bad. A Water Energy and code for you. Larvitar, Houndour, Dusclops, Sneasel, Bug Catching set. Also, they add like Professor Oak and all that in these sets because it's for the old guys like me. It's just for you to go like, oh, I recognize that. Noibat in reverse foil, Iron Boulder in reverse foil too, and another Arcaludon in foil. Not bad. Not crazy, but not bad. A basic energy and a code for you to use. So far, we're not doing miracles here, but hey, a couple of good pulls so far, so can't complain. And maybe I can't complain, but I would like just to pull in this. I mean, we only have 4 boosters left, so now it's kind of impossible. But if I just pull all the evolutions, like normal evolutions, not special versions or anything, I will be happy. But however, we only have 2 out of 10. So 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9. Well, so let's see if we are lucky. Ooh, I see that we got a special card here. Earthen Vessel, Heatran. Nope, it was a Great Tusk. So it is what it is. A foil Great Tusk. That is a Pokeball foil, by the way. Now you have to look up for that Pokeball, and if it's a Master Ball, then we are talking a reverse foil Houndour and a Glacian. Nice. So now at this point we have 3 evolutions, all of them foil, I think. So not bad. A foil basic energy, which makes me happy, and a code for you. 3 boosters left. Nah, it's impossible. You get normally 1 evolution per booster. So yeah, we have 3. We need to pull 6 in 3 boosters. I don't think my dream is going to happen with these, but between these and the other boosters that we open in the channel, I think I have 1 of each, so I can die happy. Larry's Skills, Dunsparce, Black Belt Training, Seeking, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, Executor, Pinsir, reverse foil, or reverse holo, Briar in reverse foil, and a Hydrapple. Not something for me to go crazy over because, to be honest, this card is ugly as hell, but a very good card nonetheless. Not a bad pull. So we got 3 decent pulls here. Not bad. A basic energy and a code for you. So we got 2 EXs and 1 full art. Not bad for how many boosters we pulled? 15 or? Yeah, 15. Well, more or less decent. This is the closest you get to buying a full booster box for this set, I guess. Noibat, Black Belts Training. You get a lot of Black Belts Training. Fanrodom, Rescue Board, Professor's Tour of Scenario, Shining, like a diamond, Duraludon in reverse foil, a Monkey Dory in reverse foil, and another Fezandipity in foil. A Grass Energy and a code for you. And now, last but not least, booster numero 15. Houndoom, Professor's Research. They put all the professors there so that no one feels left behind. Applin, so we have all the evolutions now. Goldeen, Lacy, Screamtail, Briar, again, Rotostick, she's like a self-stick, in Pokeball foil, so not bad. You can see the Pokeball there. Maybe we got a crazy pool. Let's see. Area 0 under depths in reverse foil and a Flareon EX. Not bad. Not bad for the last booster coming in last second to get us an evolution that we didn't pull and also an EX version of it. So not bad. Not bad at all. So with this and look at this, a foil energy. So this is the code that you are going to get. And this is the last booster. So nice end to this saga, I will say. And those were the boosters. Now, for the product itself, is it worth it to buy? Well, at this point, I mean, if you can get your hands on it for a reasonable price, I think it does. I mean, again, the pulls on the boosters are random, so likely you're going to get better pulls than me, or not, who knows. So don't count with the cards, right? Whatever you see in the cards is completely random. It is what it is. But depending on the price that you get for this, there is a good bang for buck, right? You get the playmat, which you are seeing right now, that has all the evolutions, and is, to be fair, is very nice looking and very cool. The copyright text is kind of shit here, but in general, it looks pretty cool. You get the EVEX card that looks pretty cool, and you get this frame thingy. It's whatever, but you know, it is what it is. You get a bunch of cardboard that is useless, but because, you know, we have useful cardboard and useless cardboard. The sleeves are pretty cool. I don't normally use these sleeves, but some people do, and they like them a lot. And these sleeves are some of the best looking ones ever. They look so cool. They look so cool that they look fake. That's, I guess, the best compliment that you can give them. So the sleeves are cool. The box is pretty cool. I mean, look at this box. This box is great. This box is lovely. Maybe it's not the best box in terms of compartments or how robust the thing is, but it's a very nice looking box. And if you're like me and you like your boxes to hold your stuff, it's very good. And then I guess the strongest point is the Eevee deck box, which is okay, it's decent, it's full of details, it's very cute, and it's well finished for what it is, right? I guess you can cut this if this bothers you, but it is what it is. It's pretty cool. It's flimsy, like flimsy to the point that I squished it a little bit and I felt something dancing there. So I wouldn't say, like, I don't know if you can see it, but see? Like, it's cardboard underneath and very flimsy at that. So, you know, it's more like a very delicate plush, I will say. And you have to be careful when you open it, because you need to open it like this. Otherwise, this thing feels like something is going to give, right? So just open it like that. So it's very cute, but it is what it is, right? It's like a cute display piece. I'm not expecting you to put this in your backpack and have the ears being turned around because it's tumbling all the place. Maybe you can put it like this, but it is what it is. So for the amount of things that are included, if you can get it for the right price, and the right price is basically MSRP, but or like the recommended price, the PVP, the default price of the product. But if you can't, I guess it's whatever makes sense for you based on your personal situation and your tastes. You get 15 boosters, which is pretty good. But the only things that you can get for certain are the other things. And the other things are very cool, even more if you like evolutions. So I think it's just very good looking. But hey, maybe it's just me. Let me know down below what you think about this, what you think about the pools, what you think about that Flareon last second coming in the clutch. And I'm happy to hear your thoughts and opinions, and if you think this thing is worth it, this thing and this thing. The playmat is fucking cool, though. That much I have to say. But hey, I don't know. Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all those things I need to say, because otherwise YouTube kicks me out. And I hope to see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.